Yes, peoples, welcome back to another episode of the Stockroom podcast. We're back again with the lads. Another week, another pod?
Another week, another pod. Grrr. Let's go.
Gosh, wow. Yeah, we're going to be talking about quite a lot today.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about...
This is one of our it's not a preseason game, but it's just a game. It's just a game that we try things out.
Yeah.
We're not trying much out.
No.
We're trying. Okay, basically, obviously, you guys know a lot has happened. We've had a lot of guests. Hey, if you haven't already, go and watch the previous episode, which is the Toba Footwear Beverly episode. And then before that was obviously the Air Jordan 4 episode.
And then before that
was episode 100.
And then before that...
We're going quite a bit back.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in the present. Let's stay in the present.
But yeah, guys, if you haven't binge watch our episodes, go and watch. If you're on a plane, download our episodes and watch them.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, today we're just gonna get
on quite a few
yeah.
We're
the world of New Balance, the world of Adidas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going to be touching on some travels, met some new people.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of stuff. But
Had a good
yeah,
time.
Michael's our missionary in the field.
fair.
Michael.
We sent
I'm
him.
the agent.
We sent
Michael
him to the
was
hub.
going out exactly
It's a Brighton thing.
in the
Watching random leagues. All of a sudden now I'm in Japan watching the grassroots. And I come back with scouting reports.
building links,
Yeah, man.
holding hands with the ones out there. There are people dying if you care enough. Sorry,
I thought you were
make a
gonna
better
go.
place for you.
I thought you were gonna go on like he's gonna be like a Jehovah's Witness and be like knocking on people's doors, be like, "Have you heard of the Stockroom?"
I like that. I'm keeping that. That's hilarious. Yeah, man.
Missionary Michael. You know what?
So, guys,
You know what?
Funny that it should be.
You know what?
Mike's missionaries.
I said it, and
Mike's-
then I said
It'll be
it.
Max missionary because he was out.
I said it, and in my head I was like, "Whoa!"
Oh, Max missionary in Manhattan. Ooh. Oh, we're back.
Woo.
It's great to be back. Woo.
Oh, that was funny.
Bully.
What? Michael was doing his works. Some would say Michael was putting his ass on the line
Out there,
This is getting
man said cultural shops, thrift shops,
all
weddings,
day, all night.
He was out.
working his working his ass off.
Michael doesn't even eat dairy. He was out there.
He
He
was
said pizza,
pizza, literally.
what? Cheese,
Chopped cheese.
everything. Man
Michael's
said
cheese was getting chopped.
Man said the Arky way.
Michael,
What the heck, man?
would you like to start
Type.
Would you like to start off with where you were?
Right, well,
Yo,
I took a short trip
This episode has gone left. We haven't even started.
to the city of New York.
You heard?
Yeah.
Hey, and the weather was great. No need for no oversized jackets. No need for too much layers. It was great. I could just walk down the street in the mains. I was on the Metro. I was on the LIR.
Metro.
I was on the LIR.
LIR.
LIR, yeah.
LIRR. What does that stand for?
Long Island Railroad.
That sounds horrible.
Basically, my auntie lives out in Long Island. So
is it like the DLR-ish?
no, it's more like a southeastern Thameslink kind
Oh,
of.
okay.
So it like services the borough of Long Island, and you can get into Grand Central from there, and then from Grand Central, you can go everywhere. So it's basically like a 4-minute commute into Central every day, basically. But yeah, New York was cool, man. New York was cool. I caught up with some of our friends.
Yeah.
Caught up with J-Tips.
Oh, big up him each and every
Big
time.
up J-Tips, man.
Due to see the podcast very soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Caught up with our friend Tremaine Emery.
Oh, well,
That was
guys.
a good link up.
Big up Tremaine, man.
He was very happy to see what we've done so far. Very happy to see that episode of Angelo as well.
Speaking of Angelo,
caught up with Angelo as well.
Yeah.
Shout out Angelo Barque. And then met some old friends as well.
Okay.
And some people I had met along the way as well. And then J-Tip's team, for example. So shout out to Kat, Tiff, and Nicole. Yeah. Shout out them. Yeah, man. Which is like, it was nice to see like another city, and I feel like I understand you now.
Well, why I travel so much?
I feel like traveling is a blessing that people take for granted.
Listen,
if you have a passport that works,
use it.
I'm not on this like
use and abuse your passport.
Oh my gosh, I'm from the UK. I'm never gonna find anywhere else. Because that's how you end up illiterate.
Hey,
you need to be culturally rich and travel and use your passport where you can.
A wise man once said, "The best thing to do in London is leave," and
Valid.
I stand by that.
Valid.
You know what? Fairs.
There was real points.
Valid.
Type.
Also, I realized, like, for all the cappers out there, yeah, that say that London is a city that never sleeps.
Oh,
that is a complete lie.
Oh yeah,
anybody that believes that is a liar.
London even has regular naps,
bro.
Regular, bro.
The train line stops at a certain time. Now you're doing night buses. What's that all about? Like, whereas in New York, that city,
the concrete jungle where dreams are made of.
For 2 reasons.
There's nothing you can't do.
The fact, the views, first of all.
Now you're in New York.
I understand why rappers rap the way they do out of New York. You see those views?
Yeah.
Those views are inspirational. I could look at that view and all of a sudden I'm on Brooklyn Bridge rapping a 16 about my life.
Fair enough.
And it could go triple platinum. That easily.
I big up Kev, man.
Each and every time, man.
I feel like the other thing is, yeah, and this is like me being very honest, the ceiling to make money is so much higher.
In New York.
Don't get me wrong, you get taxed the same way, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like the affinity to make more money, there's more opportunities to make money over there.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And even like when it comes to not only just making money outside, but like fundamentally like working in a lot of like infrastructure, like my industry, for example, a grad scheme, you're on 130K
Easy,
in New York.
Straight off.
Like, and that's way more than you'd be on in this country.
Yeah.
But Mike, I have a real serious question.
Oh.
About your time in New York.
Okay.
How many crackheads did you see?
A lot.
Oh my gosh.
Like.
What was the most crackhead thing you saw?
Right. So this actually wasn't even done by a crackhead.
Oh, okay. Even better.
This was done by a guy, right? And I almost nearly scrubbed it from my memory. Until yesterday when I was recounting my time there. And I was like, wait, this happened. So, I'm walking from Scar's Pizza. Great pizza spot, by the way. Queued up for like 10 minutes. Got Scar's Pizza. Was cooling in the corner. Finished my pizza. And I was like, cool, it's time to go yard. So I'm walking to the train station. I'm like, you know what? Let me find a spot to put my phone down and get a quick fit video because I'm by myself. So they're traveling vibes. As I'm walking to find my spot, I see a guy carrying a bag of shopping, but he's running across the road. And then an Asian family is following him. I said, what's going on? My black brother, what's happening? And as I stopped to listen, because I didn't have my headphones on, I was walking around and I was like, you know what? Let me just listen to the environment, right? And like really take things in. As he stops like maybe like a couple meters in front of me. And he's like, he puts the bags down. And he's like, word of my mother, I'll give it back to you, like the bags, to this family. But he has to give me $100. I'm like, oh crap, he's stolen the bags from them. And he's standing on business trying to sell it back to them. That's messed up. That's actually messed up.
So you got to pay the carrier fee. I ran 4 blocks with this.
Where you got stolen from?
I mean, if you think about it, in life, there's booking fee when you're doing the bookings. So, so now he's doing carrier fee.
Nah, man. I saw it real life.
Because he literally carried the bags. He could be carrying it on their way home. Imagine he was robbing it.
Instead he said, word of my mother, I swear. You gotta pay me $100 right now. I was like, yo.
I think that's one thing I like about America, the term word to my mother.
Word of my mother be?
Like, you know, sometimes
the funniest thing
it's like sometimes Americans would be like, okay, I like this British slang, but word to my mother is such a like.
Hey, word to my mother hits.
Ooh, what's better? Word to my mother or my mom's life?
Hey, mums.
No. Let's say mums.
Yeah.
I mums. But I feel like
on my mom's life or word to my mother.
But okay, wait, we have to think about the accent here. Because if you go like on like a manic on my mother's life, you prefer that one, bro.
This episode.
Have I crashed it?
he said have I crashed it? No, I feel like
I've had a long day, bro.
I feel like Oh, that's a tough one, you know.
Word to my mother or on my mum's life?
I feel like
No, but because
on my mum's life, yeah.
On my mum's life, no, it's dark.
Yeah.
I feel like it's definitely
that's
about context.
tonation.
It's about
But
context as well.
At the
when-
same time, the Knicks yesterday,
Yeah.
when they beat the Celtics, and I watched Side Talk NYC, and I'm seeing them say, "I wanted my mother, Jason Tatum, you a bum," and I'm like, "Hey, you know what?"
Yeah, but this is the thing. This is context. It's behind like
I
a
feel like they're
crazy,
each other.
crazy
They're
win
showing
right
each
now.
other. They go back to
Well,
Manchester.
an immovable first versus
What's it? An
immovable object versus
unstoppable force versus
an immovable object.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they.
Yeah.
I also noticed that Americans are mad passionate. I feel like when you see Americans on TV, the assumption is they're acting.
Yeah.
And then you see them in real life. And it's like, raw, you are just like how you are online in real life. And it's crazy that this is not a TV show. This is real life interaction. Like, we're speaking and you're mad excited, but you're actually excited. That's insane. But, yeah, man, I had a great time. I met some good people out there.
It's like me in
That's
Nigeria.
good.
Anyway, I had a great time.
I'm so happy. I'm so glad that you had a great time.
I had a great time, man. And there's been some interesting developments. We shall be going back.
Okay.
Prepare your coins, lads. I don't know when we're going,
Sure.
but we're going.
So you're taking us on your missionary.
I will be there. I
We're
could
packing bags.
I could knock on some doors and be like, "Have you heard of the Stockroom?"
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Live episode in New York?
Sure.
Hey,
Sure.
Man.
In the streets,
Hey, we said it on Angela's episode. Yo,
Hey, man.
we will be there.
we will be there. Speaking of Angelo, over the past week we've had some. I mean, I know we didn't want to really, but we will.
The past week. It's been like the past 3 weeks. I feel like it's just been very consistent.
Yeah, we've had obviously. We helped break the news on the pink. What's the actual? There's no actual retail name yet.
The pink,
The pink the pink awake Air Jordan 5s, and
It's funny because we didn't actually break it.
we didn't break it, but
I think it's the manner of the way we did it.
and we did it with Unc.
Yeah.
We did it with we did it with the OG.
It was verified.
So
They say-
so
they
we
say-
look official.
Yeah.
You man are out here putting out pictures.
This was-
We got man next to us on the block.
Yeah.
Sitting on the, you see where Michael sit? Man will sit right there.
Come on.
Man even took pictures with man had his arm around Michael like,
Come
yo,
on, come on.
here's the shoe
Come on.
for you.
Come on, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, true to this, not new to this, man. Come on, respect the thing,
type,
Respect the thing, bro. Respect the thing.
Is this what we're doing?
Yeah.
for this episode. No, because you went to America, we have to and we've gained a lot of American followers, so we have to
We have to accommodate.
we have to accommodate.
Right.
So
Tight.
if we start here, we break it out in
Right.
What-
Costa Rica, then
Right.
I feel like
Then
I feel like we just got a soundboard, bro.
yeah, we
Type,
just
type.
we're just accommodating to the people that have accommodated us.
Yeah.
And speaking of accommodation,
Wait,
I accommodated someone.
Go on.
I was going to say before you move on to that, we also had the black pair of...
Yes.
So when I was out in New York, I went to Angelo's store to meet him. And
Michael, aka Fabrizio.
Hey, man. So obviously I went, right? And he unboxed the black pair.
Yeah.
Michael-
So you saw it probably in hand.
yeah.
But I didn't take any pictures. I was like, I have to respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did our one.
Yeah.
You
Sweat
got that
OG,
one.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
So they were talking about how they were going to roll it out. And lo and behold, a few weeks later, or I think like about 2 weeks,
Yeah.
Bobo the kid, you might have seen him across a few campaigns in New York. He basically did like a lookbook sort of situation, posted up in the trackie with the awake black pair on, the black and blue pair. Obviously, it kind of looks like the Racer blue pair from last year, but the main key difference is obviously the awake logo, the fact it's leather, reflective panels as well,
And obviously the
reflective, tongue.
and the side panel of the A, the awake A.
Exactly. So yeah, it was good to see that as well, and see like the process from obviously there to them. Personally, I still feel like the pink pair is the better.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
say,
feel like a lot of people-
are we all on the same?
Yeah, because
vibe?
because it's different, and obviously with having the Racer Blue Air Jordan 5 come out so recently, this is basically just a collab Racer Blue, if you
Yeah.
want to think about
I
it
heard
that
that,
way.
I heard that.
So having something as unique as the pink pair coming out and looking online, it's like, okay, cool. Hear me out. Like, obviously, with us being kind of loosely tied in with the whole release of the shoes and stuff, I find it. This sounds very prideful, but I find it cold and good that we're being linked with a shoe that's actually cold. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like people are in the chat like, yo, this shoe's cold. So it's like we're co-signing a cold shoe.
Yeah.
Like if the shoe was
then
if the shoe was like a starter, then it's like, and then we were co-signing it, then it's like raw.
It looks like a paid promo.
Yeah. But this is like, yeah. And obviously we had my man sit next to my man. Speaking of my man.
Yeah. You also met somebody from.
I linked
from
up.
New York or that lives in New York.
Yeah, I linked up with a very, very young and new person into the footwear industry.
You're so dumb.
I linked up with one of my guys, man. Bumped into Brendan.
Shout out Brendan Dunne.
Yeah, I linked up with Brendan Dunne in it.
Shout out Brendan Dunne, man.
What a guy, man.
Good
He's so
link up
fun.
there.
Yeah. He's cool peoples. He came down to do some Adidas content. They were, I can't remember the name of the marathon shoe again. It's with the toe extremely raised. Yeah. So we met up, went to get foods. We were just like, walking around London kind of thing.
Bit of catch up.
Yeah, probably like, not necessarily catch up because it's our first time meeting properly, innit? So it's like, just getting to know each other kind of thing. Just giving some advice, you know, for how they can grow their small platform and stuff like that. But no, it was actually just a no.
I said arm around little bro.
You know the thing is, like I'm saying this, but
Come back.
Saka, come back, Saka. I said Saka, Kaka. Imagine.
But no, he's actually proper jokes, man. He's actually a good person, like real good guy, real cool guy. But it's so funny, like we're out and then it's like people were stopping and saying, "Oh, like Brendan, I love your stuff. I love the stuff you guys did. Like, oh, I love full size run. Like, why did you guys stop?" kind of thing. And then there was like, follow. And then like people were like, "Oh yeah, can I get a picture? And I was like, "Oh yeah," like they were looking around and there was no one else, and I'm just there like.
Alright, man.
People just give me the phone. Oh yeah, like can you help me take a picture of him? Yeah, I was like, yeah, man, cool. I was feed the streets, man. Feed the streets.
Hey, man. I feel like link ups like that are good because it's like what we do in the game is obviously we're not reinventing the wheel. But our perspective is unique, and it's nice to be recognized and respected for what we do as well. And the fact that like people come into the city and actually check in for us and want to have time with us because we have something to say.
100%. Like he's coming on the pod though.
Yeah, definitely.
So he said obviously his schedule was a bit messed up in it. So and you were out in New York at the same time, so it couldn't work. But
times were crazy.
Yeah.
But hey, next one.
But defo. But he showed me a document from high up, and it had all the information I wanted. A little picture and the worldwide stock number.
Right.
Verified from the source, allegedly.
Right.
For what?
For everything.
For things.
Oh.
For 2025. I said, okay.
You know what's mad? If people don't watch this episode, they don't learn these things.
That's all right. And that's all right. So all I'm gonna say is when I'm gonna speak some facts, just know it's verified. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw it. But yeah, big up him, man.
You know what else I saw with my own eyes?
What?
Guys, who's winning? 100 men versus one gorilla. Who
Listen.
comes out on top?
We're asking the wrong questions, man.
I didn't even know when that started, but I'm just glad that as men we can just have something that we can just like. You know, this is such a barbershop conversation.
Yeah.
No, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Or it's a post motive in uni. Like everyone sat down.
It's
in the comms.
in the comms.
yeah.
All the man them are just sat down like.
I what? Yeah. I what?
You think they can be for gorilla?
I know. You know what? Yeah.
If we get all the man, then do you think we could take a gorilla, bro? On a quick one.
It's such an interesting conversation because I don't even know how this came out, and I feel like over the years, gorillas have been like our best friend in terms of like, obviously.
Maybe.
Wait. Let me finish.
Hold up.
No, dog.
Beyonce, let me finish.
Man's best friend.
Slow it down.
If you think about, I was going with the Cadbury advert.
And that's where you got the favorite from. Drag.
I can feel it
Man's
coming in the air
reference is a chocolate advert. Gee.
Drag.
That's like doing a distinction saying, my reference is Wikipedia, bro. Huh?
Would you beef him?
Would I beef what?
You're not good. You're not good. You're not good.
The gorilla from the Cadbury
Yeah.
advert. Is this what we're doing? Is this real life right now?
Like, I feel like
Fine code.
that gorilla, it was like, rah, we don't have to hurt that one.
Man's best friend.
Hey,
Oh my gosh.
I fizzed it into you.
do you know what it is? Yeah. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? This is as bad as Michael's take last pod.
Emmanuel.
It doesn't matter. Because we're right now in the present.
What was your take last pod again?
He's
I
got
don't
it.
even remember. He's actually now.
Well, no, say he's crashed. He's crashed.
Ah, what was his
He's
take?
crashed.
He's knocking his head. Oh my God, what is it?
Michael said
And his
something.
brain is
Yeah.
just like Family Guy.
That's why it's
the
the best
monkey.
friend.
The funniest thing is this is all getting edited out.
There is no.
Try me, bitch. But no, on the reels, 100 man versus one gorilla. What are you man saying?
It's not happening, bro.
What?
One gorilla is taking 100.
No. Okay, if we're gonna make
Wait,
this,
we're talking about.
Do you know what it is? Yeah,
Wait.
I feel like
Wait. Are we gonna use this? Are we gonna take this as like
100
real? No, as in a real life like situation.
Yes.
Yeah. Then the gorilla's not gonna finish 100 man.
if you think about it,
There's so many reasons why it won't. Listen, hear what I'm saying.
I'm listening to you, but I'm not agreeing with you. I'm just listening.
Cool, we understand a gorilla has the ability to lift 6 point something times its body weight.
Okay.
Understand that. But a gorilla, if we're taking a normal gorilla that has never been put in these situations, a gorilla doesn't understand. A gorilla doesn't understand the how to use its full strength because it's never had to.
Banned podcast.
What are we talking about? How is on top of that, a gorilla doesn't have the actual physical stamina to last through 100 men.
why?
Okay, fair enough.
Let me ask you a question.
Fair enough.
Or make a statement.
Bestiality, sorry.
You hear that come out of your mouth? What if Kev was a woman?
It wouldn't come out of my mouth.
No. So I get what you're saying, right? But I feel like
You man need to hear me out.
if you start punching up a gorilla, at some point it's gonna grab you in anger because it's confused.
I get
within
that.
the confusion, if it now squeezes somebody's head in front of you, two people at once,
But that's
you might not stay in there to watch that.
That's 98 people.
Yeah, and you
left.
think the other 98 will stay and fight?
So we're taking this as the idea that like it's not that 100 men couldn't do it, it's just that 100 men won't do it after they see two people die.
Let me tell you something, yeah?
Then the problem with this is
People-
pussyolism.
People lead by example. If two heads get collapsed and their bodies are just dead, what, you're waiting to see what's going on? What, is Hell in a Cell? You're all dying. Hell in a Cell, you're all finished.
I mean,
somebody got to leave that cell. And I know it's not.
We just have to last 5 minutes, bro. Then the gorilla's out of energy.
I personally feel like
As in statistically, it will run out of energy in 5 minutes.
It depends on specific demographics.
Damn.
Because
You know what? No. Let's get back to being the footwear pod.
No. Because it's like you have to. Right now, we need pep. We need somebody to set up the course. First, we're gonna get the people to just confuse the gorilla. The gorilla's gonna be like, "What the hell is happening?" And then we get some people who are like the light punches, and then we get the Samoan niggas.
Hey,
Those are the guys that deal the real damage. We'll get all of the all the big guys, and then at the end, we have to end it on with the junkies because they're like the Avengers of it all. They'll come in. they'll come in and then clean up crew. Or after a clean up crew.
I hope when they do the random sampling to pick 100 people that go against the gorilla, you're chosen, so we can see this.
Yeah, I'll be part of the. I'll be part of the confusion.
The distraction.
Yeah, I'll be part of the distraction. Like I'll run around the gorilla a couple times. Gorilla,
words can't describe how hard we have crashed this pod. It's been the first 20 minutes
I
of
didn't
this
even know.
episode.
You know what's mad? We're the coldest people. What we do, we have so much knowledge.
Well-
People
well-
take us very unseriously.
We're actually half an hour in. No, but if you think about it, I feel like it needs to be if it's 100 John Does, we're losing.
That's the point. Like, I feel like
Okay,
I
No,
feel
but
like-
this thing, if we're talking about like
I feel
average
like-
people,
I
innit?
feel like when we do these games,
Yeah.
people start bringing in stipulations.
Okay, do you
and
wanna-
start saying classifications? Oh, what if they were Northerners? What if they were Millwall fans? What if they were Americans? What if they were this? What if they were that? I'm telling you, if you did Hell in a Cell, a gorilla versus 100 people, guys are not leaving. They're climbing up the wall like Spider-Man in the first movie, and he's getting dragged down and body slammed. Easy. Damn. We're not doing that.
And the thing is, gorillas can climb.
What the hell?
No, guys. Can you imagine? Yeah, a gorilla is crashing someone, and you're at the top of the thing, and then
And he jumps.
long day. You think this is a horror movie,
Let's be very frank.
and drags you back down the wall, and Donkey Kong's your ass.
Has anybody watched Sinners?
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Amazing,
Thoughts?
amazing, great work.
movie.
Great work.
Great movie, lads.
Ratings out of 10, guys?
I'll give it 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah, 8.5.
I'll give it
slash
a 9.
9.
I very much enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. Great cinematography.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And also, like, the storyline was cool. I like how they took us on a detour
Yeah.
and then took us to the main action.
I had no idea what I was getting myself into, which I enjoyed. I didn't.
Same.
I had no preconception. I didn't watch any of like the pre-promo stuff, and I feel like because of that, I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
And I watched
yeah.
it quite early.
Oh, fairs. I
I
watched
watched
it
that day
like
after it came out.
last week, 2 weeks ago.
Fair.
Yeah.
You guys done being serious? Have you, bro? The amount of cheeks in that them man were doing in the movie, yo. I said, hey, them niggas that gets her down
It was only 3 times.
on camera.
No.
Oh, you were on camera?
No, I just remember. What?
Hey man.
And the,
Smoke, Stack, and then the nephew. I just remember.
and the words
It's
that
just
she,
what?
I see.
No,
the,
the profanity she.
I can't lie, yeah.
Listen.
I was I felt shy. I was like, oh,
Am I interrupting something?
are you talking to me? Oh,
What the heck, man?
making me feel nervous.
Oh my gosh.
Hey man.
Big up Sinners, man. But yeah,
Shout
what
out
a movie.
Sinners. Alright, cool, man. Let's get back into the footwear podcast. that
What,
we are.
what are we
Well,
getting into?
Actually, I think that's another thing. We're not even a footwear podcast.
We're
We're
a fashion podcast.
yes,
We're a lifestyle podcast.
Life.
footwear, lifestyle, culture. We exist.
We dibble and double.
Yeah, man.
We do.
Speaking of which, Bolu, we're gonna start with you.
Go on.
What you got on foot today, bro?
I have on top 2 best Corteiz shoes of all time. The MS95 pink things. This and the gut green being 1 and 2.
Top 2 best.
Yes.
And then this and the gut greens being 1 and 2. So
Yes.
what's 1 and 2? What's 1? What's 2? What's 1? What's 2?
He literally
Just
said
off the
God
debate.
Greens is best.
Oh,
No, it's one of it varies for me. I told you. It depends on the day. It literally
man.
switches between them. Sometimes I prefer the gut green.
Dilly dally in
Sometimes,
the dilly in the alley.
anyways, sometimes I prefer the gut greens and sometimes I prefer the pink things. But you know what I don't prefer? What you have on.
Fairs. Great segue. Michael.
today I am wearing the
Yes.
recently released Corteiz Honey Blacks. Serious. Obviously, while I was out in New York, I got to witness the motion.
Oh, did you pick these up there?
No.
Oh, okay, fairs.
No. That would have been unwise. Because of suitcase space, obviously. But yeah, it was crazy seeing it out there, you know, like the reception to it. First of all, asking the people that around in New York, a lot of people were saying that, especially the location they did it in Harlem, they didn't see stuff like that in Harlem. Like, brands do things, but it's like not to this level or this degree. And the fact that they basically dragged them across New York. So, for context, imagine they started their day in like, I don't know, Finsbury Park. And then from Finsbury Park, they dragged you to Victoria.
Okay.
And then from Victoria, you then went a little bit further to like London Bridge.
Okay.
That was kind of like
Okay.
the vibe. So they took them from Greenpoint to Brooklyn, and then from Brooklyn to what's it called? To Harlem, East Harlem. And that's where the pop-up happened. And yeah, like again, like I said, they're mad passionate. Like guys were real life beefing.
Oh yeah, I was looking at clips. People were pushing.
But it wasn't just about pushing. Guys were shouting. Like there was a guy.
Go to my mother,
bro. There was a guy that was like looking at the security saying like, I know you're talking to me like that. And security was like, oh me, I'm talking to you like that. I was like,
damn.
Yeah, you know, bro. Fair.
Fair
and
enough,
he's looking down at him, and the guy's like, I ain't your little boy. Like he's talking up to him. I'm like, yo, like this is crazy. And then it gets quiet. Jada Kiss pulls up. I'm like, okay, you know what, Fairs.
You're dumb for that. You're so dumb for that.
And then, yeah, like, eventually it kind of like simmered down a bit. The energy kind of reduced a little bit, and then people just gradually got their pairs. And for the people that didn't get their pairs, what happened was they sent them a link, so that they could copy it ahead of the drop.
Oh,
So they made sure that everybody that attended, that was in the queue and got tickets, got a chance to get pairs.
You leave it with something.
Fairs.
So I think they did their due diligence in that regard, and
big respect.
I think people overlook that sometimes. So yeah, shout out
Yeah,
to them, man.
I mean, people were talking about. Obviously, since it happened, people were talking about brands now, or should brands start doing the whole in-person thing? Like, should other people do it? How big can it be? How big can it get? And all of these things started flying around because obviously they did the same thing in London with the whole shoebox thing. In Tower Bridge, in and around Tower Bridge. So yeah, it's an interesting conversation in terms of. I feel like these things should happen, but
I think don't force it.
yeah, if you don't have the motion for it, then don't, because it can be very bleak. But at the same time, you need to plan for it and plan well.
Yeah.
Obviously, they took them all over. No, I was about to say all over America, all over New York. So as everything was very segmented out, it was easier because obviously you're taking people from one place to another. So so on and so forth.
Coaches, if you made the coaches, you got priority. So
Exactly.
That kind of helped to like direct the traffic a little bit
And break up the traffic.
Yeah, and the people that arrived afterwards, they were in like a basketball cage.
Okay.
And then they filtered them out based on their numbers, like gradually to go through. So
yeah, everything was very well planned.
Yeah, obviously security pattern and
that's what you kind of need, like with what you were saying about it, us having a lot more in-person events. You have to put as much effort into that in-person event as you would put into your marketing, as you put into the product. Because if you have a terrible event, people are going to associate your product with a terrible event, or like terrible.
The whole pose up in flames thing.
Exactly. Like now, no one cares about what their product they release. They just care about how like terrible or how not terrible, but like how like that event went. If that makes sense.
I think that only comes for us as consumers because we don't consume the product.
But at the same time, bad news spreads.
No, but in the sense that we aren't poser shoppers.
Okay.
So, like, people that enjoy poser, seeing that will be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I wasn't there if everybody else was there. For us, we don't shop or experience that brand. So we're taking it from like, this wasn't well run as an organization.
I understand that, but regardless, like if it was a thing where I'm not taking that as it not being well run, I'm taking, let's say for example, you have everyone out, there's no product, like things are delayed, you take them one place and it's like, oh, nothing's set up, etc. That would then be, people will remember that as this was just a terrible event. As opposed to,
I don't think the poser event was like that.
I'm not saying the poser event was like, I'm saying, I didn't say use an example, we did.
Oh, fair.
Tried to jump into my point, threw me off.
Yeah, because I was going to say that.
But it's like, you just have to put that extra effort in to make sure it's not only like safe, but also it's something that's as rememberable as the actual product you're selling.
And also cut your coat according to your size. You might not be able to do 1,000 people. If you can do 50, start from there.
As long as the 50 is done well, that's what matters.
Yeah, when the 50 is done well, people won't notice that it's 50.
Like even when Corteiz started early doors, it wasn't that many people. They've grown to this point, so take the patience to actually grow to that point and build things.
But do you also feel like brands can't, because of how well Corteiz and like all the other like brands like Drama Cool, other brands have done in-person events, smaller brands aren't really afforded to luxury of flopping, if that makes sense. That's a self-imposed pressure. Because Eliza did like the book for a bag, for example. But it didn't flop though.
It didn't flop, but it wasn't like mad numbers.
I know, I'm not talking about numbers. I'm not talking about numbers. I mean like organization. Like, cause you know, back then, like there wasn't really a lot of organization in terms of how it was run. Like,
it was kind of ragged. Like,
but now
exactly,
like, but
security and permits and that kind of stuff.
Because of how that area has transitioned into like in-person experiences, it's like you can't start from ground zero now because ground zero is just not safe. We've all agreed that ground zero doesn't work. You need to start from at least 1, 2, 3 kind of thing.
I get you. Because there's like, I think one thing I noticed as well is that, and I hope people take note of it, is that they've grown and developed what they've built.
Oh yeah, of course.
So it's like, if you as an individual want to do something, you've got to a degree the playbook on how to do it right.
Yeah.
So if you do it and you flop because you tried and it didn't work out, fair. But if you didn't take the right precautions and it doesn't work out, it's like you had the example in front of you to take notes from, and you didn't take the notes properly.
Same with product. Like if you make a t-shirt and it flops, you have access to the whole market. You can see what works, you see what doesn't. If it didn't work, so you didn't do enough, there's something you did wrong to not make it work. The same is going to be.
Sometimes it's timing, but that's a whole other thing.
But then that's still part of what you did. You released it too early. That's still within your control, kind of thing.
I hear you.
Like you can put out stuff that's like revolutionary, but if the market's not ready for it, if you know everyone's doing like white tees, and
that's
okay to an extent, but you get what I mean. Like if
I want to hear you, but I also hear when people drop something that's contrasting to the market and you get something positive out of it. But I do get what you're saying though.
Yeah, but okay, like releasing something contrasting to the market, like you have to understand that comes with a level of risk.
Yeah, like even what we do now.
Yeah, and so if it doesn't, like, cool, we can post an episode and it can get like 10 views, and I'm not gonna feel a type of way because we're in that stage where that can happen. But if I'm now upset at the fact that it happened, then it's like the problem. I didn't understand the scope of what I'm working with right now. If that makes sense.
You didn't notice your position.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. Eman, what you got on foot?
Oh yeah, we're still doing on foot.
Yes, sir.
I'm wearing the Air Jordan 1 Low neutral grey, which is like a neutral off-white. Man, I had this shoe for a while, and yeah, good shoe. Speaking of shoes, Michael, what's on the table for us today?
Yes, on the table we have the inside tag times Puma Mostro UR. It came in 2 colorways. This colorway on the table that you can see. If you're listening, that means you should switch over to the visual and have a look.
Come and have a look.
And then there also was the brown, green and purple pair, which is the second one. Personally, I think that this one was the better of the two. And thankful to God, I had a choice to choose. I chose this one. I thought it was quite fly.
Okay.
I like the orange contrast. Inspired by the white Walkman.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Big up Sony Ericsson.
Yeah, man. My dad had the black one, and I downloaded Spider-Man on it and got in trouble. But I played the heck out of that game afterwards, though.
You have to, man.
So, yeah, like, shout out George, obviously behind Inside Tag. He put together this amazing shoe, as well as the other colorway as well. And I went to a session with End Clothing and Puma, where George kind of gave us like a bit of an insight. It was like a 10-person session. Gave us a bit of an insight into the reasons behind the shoe, how they came about to make the Mostro, and the different changes he made. So like the spikes, they actually have a secondary color on the top of them. And also there were certain things that he requested in terms of materials that they hadn't done before, but they're willing to listen to, and they actually did. So in a similar way to Angelo saying that I believe in you, they made things happen across the 2 pairs. And he was also able to show us like the process of sampling some things he requested for that didn't get approved and all that kind of stuff. So it was like a very like breakdown of like what was happening.
The type of conversations I want to hear.
For sure, and a very, very enjoyable event. It was very brief. It was like an hour, but it was great to like pick up so much information. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he does in terms of the future of like his relationship with Puma, being Inside Tag, which is effectively like a curated collection of vintage finds. Being able to collaborate on your own shoe, that's quite big. And it's not common in the space. So hopefully, you know, he gets a chance to do more and show more. And speaking of Puma Mostros, there was a release of the Puma Mostro Aries. I swear, yeah, that crepe, cold crepe. It's basically like it's like a Puma Mostro met a Footscape.
Oh yeah. I'm seeing that.
Very, very clean pair of shoes.
I can see why you like it.
The brown colorway, very, very clean. The sand colorway as well, like more so like granite kind of looking vibe, very clean as well. And I feel like in terms of footwear, this might be one of their best shoes of recent times. Obviously, the Mostro is a very comfy shoe.
Yeah.
And I feel like to graduate the Mostro from its OG form into this, I have to respect it.
Just to be picky, did you say this is or this is one of?
So this is one of.
Okay.
One of the best shoes of recent times.
Okay.
Even like the way they've kind of like put in that threaded kind of nature.
Yeah, on
to
the across the
replace
track.
The Puma
Yeah,
logo.
yeah.
Cold.
Like, you know what it reminds you of? Yeah, remember Dune?
Yeah. The actual dunes.
Yeah, no, the sand creature that will.
The sand ones.
Yeah, it reminds me of the sandworm cutting through the desert.
I hear you.
Let's give it that.
True, you know. But yeah, tidy crap.
No, I can see why you like it.
Yeah.
Is it my fave? No, but at the same time, I can see it dropping. I could see the brown one working.
You got to think
a
like
nice couple
how
fits
much,
still.
Like obviously, Puma's been doing interesting stuff recently. You've had the Skeptors that have done well.
Yeah.
Wildcats.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Wildcats.
Yeah, the Wildcats, but they're more so an OG. Like this is actually like, it looks to me, obviously.
It's more futuristic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels new, and I like that. In a similar way to the Forevers with Skepta, they felt new. So, yeah, I feel like they've done something here. I feel like they should clap for themselves. All right, cool, guys. If you have to describe your week with a song, what song would you pick?
My Way by Venna.
Banger.
Yeah.
Banger.
It's like my week started off me expecting something normal. Same with Venna. If I'm gonna listen to Venna, I'm expecting to hear saxophone. Then he starts singing, unexpected, but I wasn't mad. Same with my week.
Fair. Fair. Song's a banger as well.
Yeah.
Very, very good tune.
J Martins featuring P Square and Timaya. Bad, good or bad?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Do you guys know what that song is?
I actually remember it right now.
When you make the snippet, we'll see.
Okay, so I shouldn't play it now.
No.
Okay.
You're good. Michael?
For Nigerians, this is poor from you guys, but
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm
Happens.
the CEO of Afrobeats. That's your job.
Yeah.
commercial Nigerians. Go on.
No, that's exactly why I don't know it.
Yeah,
I live in the streets.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Clearly not your own streets, but yes. Portable Speedy Darlington.
Hey, fake guys. Anyway, if I had to describe my song of a week, my week with a song.
So how can you create the question? You haven't even got an answer.
Can you imagine?
No, because like
Hey, my man.
I had an answer.
Then what happened?
What happened to it?
And then you said Venna My Way, and I was like, I can't repeat the same song as you. I need to get my own.
Oh, was that your song as well?
Yeah, man, that was a good tune, man.
You can say it. You can have your own.
Oh,
you can have
cool,
a.
man, it's cool,
No,
it's
you can
cool,
still
it's
say it,
cool.
but have your own. Like, could have a different.
I mean,
reason.
if you say it, then
No.
he's gonna be like he put you on for like the next couple episodes.
I did put him on.
Drunkard.
I put him on.
You're drunk.
Well, I put him on.
About put me on.
I put him on.
Put me on.
I put him on so well that when he met Ven in the street, he was like, "Oh my gosh, I love your music." My influence.
Mind games.
Guys are insane.
Mind games.
My influence.
Anyway, man.
Bolly put, Bolly put his arm around you and said, "No, go on, little bro."
You can
Can
do
you
it.
imagine?
Yeah. Well, like we saw him together, and I was like, "Bro, you got this. Go chat to him. You got
Who
this."
wasn't even there?
I was there. I didn't have to be. I was in your ears.
Ugh. Yuck.
You guys are horrible.
No, the tune this week is a song by my guy Curbs.
Is it 2 hours? Okay,
Back
it's
to
a tune.
business. Yeah, because I feel like we were away and I landed the weekend. Monday bank holiday, Tuesday back to business, and now back to business.
Makes sense.
Yeah, man. Short week, but we're working.
But talking about music, guys, I have a question.
Okay.
So, you know how people say that there's no such thing as you don't like Amapiano. It's you don't like Amapiano yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there, what would you say is the like fashion / footwear version of that? That it's not like you don't like this thing, you just don't like it yet.
I have 2.
Go on.
My first one was back in the day-ish, but Wave Runners. You didn't like Wave Runners yet. I didn't like Wave Runners yet. I didn't like it. And then I was like, oh, okay, this is sweet to me.
You have to mature a little bit.
Okay, let's get a bit more present now.
Okay, you're probably going to have to hear me out. Crocs.
That's so rich. so rich coming from you, man. So rich.
Yeah, I know. I don't have a pair, but that's the thing. Like in my life, yeah, I don't do some things. I don't do some things out of the things that I know I'm going to like it.
So you're currently living that. It's not like you don't like Crocs. You just don't like them yet.
Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
when we get Crocs, I'm gonna say to myself, "Oh, okay, I get it." But the hater in me and the prideful nature in me is gonna be like, "No, this kind of shit still."
Right.
But yeah, I would say Crocs. I can't really think of an actual specific shoe / silhouette right now.
Okay.
But
No,
other than that, I would probably okay. If I was to give it another general answer, I would say like Jordan 1 lows.
No, I just don't like them.
Yeah, but that's because of your condition.
You know what? Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yo, come back.
I'd say the A6 gel carrying 14s.
Why?
I feel like for everybody that says they don't like them, you're just not on them yet, and that's fine. And again, I feel like the shoes that haven't come out, the shoes that have come out, that you might not have bought for yourself, but you can appreciate what they've done or how they look. I haven't bought a pair of A6 gel carrying 14s, but I can appreciate how they look on foot. Have I bought them yet? No. Might I? Maybe. But right now, I can appreciate from a distance that shoe is a good shoe. For like another shoe, although I can't lie, this is not as hip. I feel like if I say foam posits, it's not the same, because the Mapiano it's an all-encompassing. Foam posits are a niche.
It started off as a niche though.
Yeah, but
so you can run with foam posits.
but I don't believe in it.
See,
I like it for myself.
Nah, you don't believe in it.
But I don't believe in it for
You don't believe it.
the
You don't
community. Do you get what I'm saying?
You don't believe it
bad.
enough then.
No,
You don't believe enough.
that's not the case.
Yes, it is.
No, I just don't think it's good for everybody.
You literally,
Exactly,
so you
so
don't
you know it's
believe
bad.
it. You don't believe it enough. You don't believe in a foam
You
posit
know what?
enough.
Yeah, one thing that really
You don't
grinds
believe
my
your
gears
story.
is people think of things in extremes. Nothing can be in the middle or kind of something. You must be very something or very other
Yes.
side. And that's not life. That's not real.
Okay, but
In life, we don't do no ifs, no buts, only absolutes.
But in this example, it's you don't like this. There's no such thing as you don't like this. It's you don't like this enough.
Yeah,
so
but-
you don't even believe that you don't like this enough.
No. What you said was because Amapiano got to somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel like people will, on a mass scale, absorb and take in foam posits. I feel like it's very niche in the UK. That's just me being honest.
Yeah, so especially it being a high top shoe.
Like it's me being frank. If I came and said, "Oh, I feel like you don't like foam posits yet," I know for a fact, they're not making more foam posits to satisfy the demand because people do not want them like that.
So it just doesn't count then.
It
So
just doesn't count.
You
That's
don't
what I
believe in them.
said.
You don't believe in them.
Margiela Gats replicas.
Okay.
For the people that don't like, you just don't like them yet.
Yeah.
Margiela Gats and replicas are two different shoes, no?
Same shoes.
Oh, okay.
And the yet can be for multiple reasons. But I feel like people just don't like them yet.
I feel like
Personally-
it's just a price tag.
Guys, I was so close to buying the Adidas thingies, you know.
BW Armies.
Yeah, I was
You
like
should've. They're nice. They're actually such a nice shoe.
this close. There was a size 9 on Hip Store. I was
Oh,
about to
fairs.
buy it, and I just didn't because I remembered that hey, I got a party to fund. But yeah,
Right. Bully?
I know. I actually didn't think about it. I feel like you guys took my ones down. Mine would have been that you don't like A6 yet. Like, I feel like
I feel like we should go a specific silhouette.
Like,
because say you don't like a brand, it's so
Yeah, we said it's your kind of
yeah.
Yeah,
Or I'd say like people who say, oh yeah, like they don't understand Salomons. Like you just don't get it
You
yet.
don't like it yet. XC6s. You just
Yeah,
don't like it yet. That's fine.
you're just not tapped in. Put your foot in it, you get
Facts.
it. You're just gonna get it. Like,
Air Force Ones.
Nah, Air Force Ones I can understand.
No. Eman specifically just doesn't like them yet. I'm waiting for
But
the
I
day.
like Air Force
No, but
Ones.
I feel like there's things about Air
I'm
Force
a
Ones that
flying the Air Force Ones. What are we
yeah,
doing
but
here?
that's because it's flying it. If it was a level one, you wouldn't have it
Exactly.
because of the level.
But
because
no,
of the
I
way
don't like it.
creases.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
I
And
feel
that's
like-
pride as well. Because I know if I wear it, I'll probably be like, this is clean. But no, pride. There's
feel
one.
like
I feel like in your life, you need to know when it's pride. I
Yeah,
know
of
it's
course.
pride.
Yeah.
You need to just be aware. I'm aware of my ignorant nature. And that's all right. It's all right to dwell in ignorance as long as you know it's ignorance.
Right. Shout out Mr. Self-Aware, man.
For once.
Wait, don't gaslight me.
Gaslight.
But yeah, I was gonna say I feel like Air Forces I can understand though. Like there's too many there are too many negatives about Air Forces for it to be a thing where it's like if you look at the price, the way the prices has increased without quality increasing, and the way the level increases, I can get. But at the same time, that's not me saying I don't like Air
price.
Forces. I'm still there.
The fact that there's 20 million triple whites, we have a Supreme triple white. We have
hey, not too much on the Supreme now.
We have
not too much on the not too much on the Supreme.
Sorry, now
not too much.
Now
on
we
the
have the Aime triple white.
Not too much on the Aime triple white now.
Hey man, they increased the quality on that one though. Serious. Anyway, that's how they get you.
Yeah,
you.
That's how they got us. Anyways, let's go to New Balance.
Yeah, man. Alright, cool. So recently, New Balance celebrated their annual Grey Day.
Yes.
Celebrating all of their heritage silhouettes.
They had some 2002 Rs from off the top of my memory. They had 530s.
Yep.
They had some running trainers. Was it
740s?
Yes.
Some skate shoes as well.
2010s. We'll get into that later.
Yes.
And the 610s too, I believe.
But in fact, I'll let you guys say what you thought about it, if you have anything to feel about it. Before I spit my piece.
Grey Days in terms of campaign, yeah, just a general campaign. It's alright.
I thought it was cold, man. They brought in their biggest collaborators as usual. Or not biggest collaborators, but I feel like they went more so for the music and like lifestyle kind of people.
Yeah.
So you had like Amine in there. Obviously, his recent 740 collabs did really well. You had Tiago. You had Andrew Reynolds, Storm Reid, Gabby Thomas, Cameron Brink, and we also had Sainte.
Yeah, my guy.
From Leicester.
My guy.
So yeah, man, it's good range of people, good range of heads, and they come from different worlds. And I feel like even like the styling, like as much as it's like a black and white campaign sort of vibe, you can see through it, and you can see like the actual like richness of the silhouettes, you know. And I don't know, like I understand some people might think it's simple in terms of that, but I feel like sometimes it's important to strip it back away from all the frilly collaborations and colours and this and that, and just like enjoy the shoes. So yeah, I feel like this one is like a real focus on the actual crep and the day it represents in terms of the heritage of the grey New Balances, which are important to their lives.
Did you really say a piece? Or?
Yeah, he's basically said all I've had to say.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a very obviously plain collab, but yeah, it's nice for them to. It's nice when a brand, like I guess you could say it's similar. Sorry, we keep on talking about it, but it's similar to like either the off-white thing where brands just work through different silhouettes on one campaign. I like that. I like when brands do that in general. So it's like you're giving loads of different silhouettes the same treatment, and you're pointing out to your audience, and then you're using all of your collaborators to like market it. It's just a nice way of presenting what you have, and it's like a trophy, it's showing off.
Yeah, like your highlighted moments and like yeah, for sure.
And the different silhouettes. So it could be a thing of you might be interested in the 740s. You see that ad campaign, and then you notice that I might look into 610s, or I might look into 2010s, or I might look into 530s. Because this specific colorway, and the thing is with the Grey Days, obviously it being Grey Day, all the colorways are simple and just either grey, blue, or with a hint of white, or just grey and white, or it's always simple colors, so it's easier to buy in, and it's easier to test out different silhouettes. So yeah.
For me, before I say whatever I have to say, I'm really happy I'm seeing Sainte in this campaign. Like I've seen him being I don't know what New Balance refers to as their like athletes or like their
ambassadors.
Yeah, but I've seen him repping New Balance for a while. I've listened to his music for ages, so it's like it's nice to see now not only him mature as an artist, but also being recognized in terms of like brand campaigns, being involved in that.
I wouldn't be surprised if the whole Lorenzo thing, the Lorenzo OG New Balances, was a push from New Balance to have Sainte in it because go on.
I think it's the other way around.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if he was just tapped in with Lorenzo.
Lorenzo and Sainte are cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lorenzo's done some like dye-in work for Sainte before on certain things.
Well, okay.
whether it be like certain crepes or like jackets and whatnot, and they've been tapped in for a while. So it's a relationship that they have there. It also just so happens that obviously because Sainte is New Balance affiliated, having him in the campaign just made sense.
Yeah.
And so when Lorenzo hit Sainte was like, cool, let's do it. So yeah.
Fez. It felt too grey, if that makes sense, as opposed to like not only was the product grey, but like how they pushed the idea of, okay, this is we're keeping this now as an anniversary. But you felt like, oh, like you see when people describe, oh, grey is like boring, like, oh, like there's no real effort into it kind of thing. That's what it kind of felt like. Like there was nothing around making this an experience for your consumer, as opposed to.
I don't agree. You have to remember that this is a visual campaign to exist online and in stores. So it's like, for example, yes, it doesn't necessarily say, oh my gosh, this is any other color but grey. But then you see the textures, you see the blacks, you see the whites, and ultimately, like I said, like I feel like as consumers, it's so easy for us to get caught up in this shoe has mad colors or this shoe has this. Whereas this like really strips the shoe down to its bare bones, and you focus on the textures, the materials, and the way they interact. Like it's very, very like simple, but it's intentional. And I feel like we don't see enough of that. Like certain people rely so much on the colors of the shoe or the styling around the shoe for the shoe to make sense. And this is just like, let's take all of that back and see what it looks like.
But for me, it's not my issue. I have no issue with the product. I do have a slight issue with the product because you're creating an experience or a visual. You're marketing something that you've given to me like years before as something brand new as a grey day kind of thing. Like I'm scrolling through, there's silhouettes here, there's specific grey colorways and grey silhouettes that I'm seeing here that I have at home.
But I
haven't bought these.
I don't think it's a case of making something new. I think it's in terms of like, you know how we were saying that sometimes Nike having such a big catalog means that certain products get lost. And I feel like they use the grey days to push some of their newer products, like the 740, the 1000, the loafer. But then they're also reminding you that, yo, by the way, we've still got our heaters from the archives, and they still are here and ready to be bought by you. And if you haven't tapped in at some point, this could be your buy-in moment. And it's, I don't know, man, it doesn't feel like, I feel like it's not, there's no loss in pushing your product.
Yeah.
And that's why that's where I feel like you're coming from.
But for me, there's a difference between reminding your consumer about these products still exist and highlighting the benefits of these products, as opposed to saying, like, we're gonna do this and just gonna like basically, what products do we have? What's grey? Here, take it, kind of thing. That's how it feels to me, because like there feels like there's no specific effort apart from the video that they had, and even the video, it was just the new stuff. All I've seen was like New Balance 740s and 1000s. I wasn't seeing none of the loafer. Like I wasn't seeing any of the other silhouettes that they're pushing to me on their website, if that makes sense. So if it was a thing where we're highlighting our legacy in terms of grey, then I feel like you should have actually highlighted your legacy in terms of grey, as opposed to just basically making a filter on your website saying, oh yeah, here's all the grey stuff. Because that's what you've done for me, basically. Like I'm seeing stuff that I saw before.
Sometimes, we are spoiled as consumers.
Oh, 100%.
And we expect every moment needs to be celebrating something new. And it doesn't always need to be that. I feel like that's where we get like down the line and it's like, oh my gosh, people slept on this, people did this. But nobody puts the onus on the brands who let us forget about their silhouettes because they've drowned us in other products. So it's like, don't get me wrong, I hear what you're saying, but simultaneously it's like, they've made this product and they're shouting about it. And now they're shouting about it, we're saying, don't shout about it.
But are they really shouting about it though?
I mean, they did quite a thorough campaign. They obviously run it in stores, did events.
What store events did they do? Because I did this. Maybe it's just me because I saw nothing. Like I walked past the New Balance store and thing.
They didn't do events at the New Balance store.
No, I walked past the store on Oxford Street and I saw like one of their boards having an old grey day coming in and out. But it's like it just felt like it was just part of the normal things they were pushing. They had no real emphasis on this is our, because you don't see any other New Balance anniversary event outside of Grey Day. Like, that's what I'm trying to.
Let's take a step back then. If we're going into Grey Day what do you expect to see? Like, what's something you want to see that's like, oh, this is more than just. Do you get what I'm saying?
Like, okay, cool. If they are highlighting, if they're focusing on product for this,
Yes.
highlight the benefits of your product, or at least or highlight things about the product if this is what we're doing, or at least just make it entice me to feel like, cool, this is something that you're putting actual effort into this grey day. Because it's not like, oh, here's all our grey shoes. It's our grey day. You know what I mean?
You know what, yeah? Again, I feel like we're looking at this, right, as sneakerheads who want to be served, yeah? And the thing is, this is not for sneakerheads as opposed to it is for like the normal consumer. There are still so many people out in the world that haven't bought a New Balance pair before. And for me, this day is to capture that customer, whether it's through the visual campaign or reminding them about the plethora of silhouettes they have. Because people don't scroll through the website. People are lazy. This is all about putting as much of their products in their heritage grey colorway in front of people and then getting people to convert to sales. I feel like what you're asking for in terms of show me why the product works, read the description. Like, New Balance aren't here to tell you, oh my gosh, and then this shoe's so comfy and they've never done that. So why would they start now? It's not a sneakers day. It's not an Air Max day. It's not a Yeezy day. It's not anything like that. It's just, yo, this is our legacy. Grey is our color. Cop the crep. There's a range.
Cool. But now this is the thing. How are you trying to convince me to cop the crep?
I'm not trying to convince
No,
you.
not you. I'm saying
No. That's the problem.
Then why are you making an emphasis on this being a grey day if you're not
Because
trying to
it's
convince
our
me to cop the crep?
celebration, and we would like you to.
You're not even celebrating, man. Like, all you've done is you've gone on your story, or that you've taken a picture. You've taken a picture of the back of your hand, so it's a black screen, and put HBD to me. That's you celebrating, bro. That's not you celebrating. You're not celebrating anything. Go Eden, have a party. That's not a celebration.
Basically, all that you're saying, yeah.
I want too much. That's what it sounds like.
Yes,
I get it.
You're asking the wrong
bad.
person for all of these things.
My bad.
If you want them to do the dancing and the theatrics that we're used to from other brands,
I should go look at other brands. Yeah, why do I know you so well? Fair
it's
enough.
like
Fair enough.
New Balance ain't ever been that.
Yeah.
Even when they do their products and they roll out, like, and even the fact you're saying you're not celebrating it, they literally lined up some of their emerging and regular collaborators or artists that they work with and have as ambassadors, with the product. Like, they're not trying to tell you that, yo, we're New Balance and this is why you should buy a New Balance. This is more of a look what we've built, respect it, and if you want, buy into the story because it's there for you to buy into. And there's a shoe for you. We have 20 silhouettes if you want them, and they're saying that without saying it. So
Fair
yeah,
enough.
man. I feel like, yeah, man. Shout out Joe Grondin and Free Agency for putting together that campaign. Serious rollout. I liked what I saw. Simple but effective, which is the color grey. Facts. Grey trackies.
Grey Chucky.
Hey, man.
Big up, diggity. Speaking of New Balance silhouettes, let's quickly go into Bolu's favorite brand and a New Balance silhouette, the New Balance 2010. So
Fair enough, man.
for KITH's New York,
Manhattan store, yes.
it's being released on May the 16th, obviously at the store, which features 4 colorways, 2 different versions of 2 similar colors,
Reverses.
if that makes
I
sense.
see it. It'll also be on the screen, guys. So
Yeah. Should I say big up Lorenzo or no?
Yeah.
Dangerous waters.
Um,
But yeah, we have a burgundy and pink with a silver end and blue hints, black sole or grey sole.
I can't lie. I was looking at these shoes. They have Michael written all over it. But that's a story for another day.
Only one of them.
What, the burgundy one?
Yeah, that first one I mentioned.
Yeah.
Then the other
know
one, we have a black with yellow and pink, grey sole. 20 is an interesting silhouette, man.
It's
It's-
like
it's
a
a very-
2002 teenager.
More like a 991's little bro.
Maybe it's if they both had a child.
Okay.
Fairs. I mean, I think that's like incest, but fairs.
Okay.
Where you at, man?
No, thank you.
Where you at, man?
The 2010s contain the absorb technology
Oh,
in the
love
shoe,
that.
which is very predominant in all of their 2000 silhouettes. I said 2000 silhouettes, but silhouettes I mean that came out around the 2000, not literally 2000 silhouettes.
No,
So,
yeah. Okay,
for the-
just making sure.
Glad you
For the
clarified,
people,
but
for the
yeah.
people.
So obviously it's in their 990s, their 2002 Rs, 991s, 993s, all of those silhouettes that came out around that millennial time. What do you guys think of the shoe?
Yeah, there's one colorway I'd call.
I think I even remember, I need to do my due diligence, but when the Tokyo store opened, KITH's Tokyo store opened, there was a similar release in terms of, I think they dropped a shoe. So
They
hey,
drop a shoe with every store.
Yeah. It used to be Air Force Ones.
London.
You know, if there's a KITH London store, I'm going to be there.
Because I can't lie, they've been doing that Selfridges thing for a while.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
time.
but it's different because I was speaking to someone about this, and basically, in New York, KITH buys everybody in a similar way to the Paris store, whereas for KITH to exist in the way that they do everywhere else, they need to basically operate like a Selfridges.
Yeah.
And the monopoly is already with Selfridges. and Harrods.
Yeah.
I went to the Toronto store, and that was mainly KITH products, like through and through.
Okay.
But it's like, is it worth having that?
I feel like it would work, especially on Oxford Street.
Yeah, but then where's the real estate?
Yeah. Where you putting your brick and mortar store?
Who's leaving?
Microsoft.
Nike already took that corner for.
Hey, I don't. Is that permanent or what?
I don't think so, because obviously that was Microsoft store. But I don't know what's going on. Maybe they just bought them out.
But I feel like it could work in terms of
What, KITH right up next to Nike's?
no. Just a KITH on like anywhere near there in general in terms of.
The location makes sense. Just the question is, where's the real estate? There's no empty buildings ever there, and if they are, no, usually, and if they are,
You see those shops that they're having those American candies.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
but they're always there. They just move or shapeshift into a new store,
Yeah, and then whatever space that's
and then
there.
they put new business name down and they start again.
But yeah, I just in general it would be interesting, especially if they have like KITH exclusive stuff in there. I feel like there'll be more of a buy-in. I don't know if they have like bear bricks and stuff or
Nah,
like a very bespoke experience as opposed to.
Well, like how the Paris store is set up, like.
But
it's-
even the Paris store,
I know, it's like a Selfridges,
yeah.
That's
but
what I'm saying, that like the Toronto store, it was literally just KITH apparel. So it was KITH or KITH collaborations. They had like a bookshelf. They had what's it called? Obviously the KITH treats in there as well.
when did you go to Toronto? I said Tokyo.
Huh?
When did you go to Tokyo? You said
Did I
the
say
KITH.
Tokyo?
He said Toronto.
Come on, man, fix up.
No, yeah, you said the KITH Toronto store.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when did you go to Toronto?
For my cousin's wedding in Canada.
Oh, I didn't know you went there. Okay.
Yeah, I went there after.
Okay.
So I was in New York for 7 days, and then Toronto for 5.
Yeah.
And then back home.
All right, cool.
So
Because
on my first day,
he went to run to someone get married.
did we get Kwame on the pod?
He went to Toronto.
Also, they don't actually say Toronto.
Yeah.
In Toronto, they say
Not
Toronto.
Canada.
I'm never gonna join them to say that as an English person.
What? Toronto.
Toronto.
What's your mother's? If you leave, your dad's a don't steal. Big up them. Anyways, back to the pod.
That is crazy. Also, keeping it with New Balance, Coco Gauff launched.
Whoa. We have acknowledged that I am the one person who loves KITH, and no one asked me if I like the shoe.
You didn't hop in with your opinion. We were chatting.
No, but no, Michael, that's poor, man. Michael, that's poor, bro.
How
Michael, you
dare
didn't wait.
How dare you? Didn't even wait,
Michael
bro.
was so quick to get into Coco Gauff.
I gave you the space to speak
It went
about
silent,
it.
Okay.
I get.
Continue. Take care.
Here, my man.
Go on.
He didn't respect your gangster.
Can you imagine? I'll leave him here, bro.
He
can
wasn't
walk.
even excited about it.
I'll leave him
He
here.
wasn't excited about it.
I only like 2 of them. The purple ones. Respectfully.
So, this is what we-
No. You have to say you like all 4 of them now.
No, you have to say it with chest.
What? No, genuinely though. Like, listen, Ronnie knows I'm his biggest fan, but biggest critic.
Right. Willie Luca.
Yes. listen. Yeah. When you see me and him taking the picture like that, I can just sign him to London.
Hey man.
Oh, should we get him on the squad?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'll give him a message.
What should we get? Should we get sponsored by KITH?
Yeah.
The boots.
I can.
Let's run the line, man.
I know a guy that knows a guy.
Let's run the line, man.
I know a guy that knows a guy.
Shout out Ronnie, man.
Yeah, shout out Ronnie, man. Each every time.
Jump on, man.
On a quick one.
When you're around, man.
Yeah, when you're around.
There's a seat for you, my guy.
Come fuck with niggas.
Let's talk about your favorite 95s of all time.
Yeah.
You posted that list on Twitter. I was like, you know what? Rennie definitely knows ball.
Yeah, man. He's been outside.
Oh yeah, one interesting fact. Obviously, KITH was created in 2010.
Yes.
So this is a nice little tie-in having a 2010 model. There was a 2010s. What's the name of the other KITH silhouette? New Balance silhouette that's come out recently.
Which one? The new
Not
ones?
the RC56.
Oh.
We'll talk about that. But there's another one that came out not too long ago, and it looks like there's like fins at the bottom. I'm trying to.
2000.
It's not.
They're coming out soon.
Is it 2000?
They're coming out next month.
Is that the one that
Yep.
Sainte dropped?
Yep.
Yeah. That's
No, Sainte? What?
There's a blue and
Yep,
cream one.
that one.
That was Sainte's foot.
There's like no.
Pretty
There was another shoot that they did in Brazil that wasn't Sainte,
Oh, okay.
and there was
Yeah.
8
New
colours
Balance
there.
2000 Absorb.
Yeah, that's the one.
So obviously now there's the 2010 and there's the 2000.
Yeah, the 2000 drop soon. Good credit there. Bare colours as well, from what I've heard. I've been doing some market research, chatting to my guy.
Yeah. Bad boy
there's-
things in the building.
There's a good couple colourways there still. I feel like that crepe will do what it has to do.
Yeah.
New Balance Vapor Max.
I was gonna say the
I said it
Vape
was a
Max.
Vapor Max.
The Vape Max
And
walks
the boy
on
was
the
like,
2000 cover.
yeah, but it's not that because Vape Max is basically surround air bubble. He was like, this is either more of like a TN
This looks like
or a shock.
a Versace chain reaction.
Damn.
Well, to be fair, Salih Bembury is not far away, and he
Yeah.
did make them. As in the Versace chain reactions.
Yeah.
So-
He had his hand and foot in that.
So he could be around. But anyway, moving on, right?
Yeah.
Swiftly.
Coco.
Cool. Coco Gauff,
Local
Obviously.
Coco. Go on.
tennis extraordinaire.
Wonder Kid.
Yep. Gradually becoming a serial winner. Amen. She launched a collaboration with New Balance Tennis.
Oh,
and
serial winner. No Coco Pops. Not Coco Golf. Sorry.
You had the plan. In fact, you had a platform.
You know it's late, man.
I can't believe it gave the platform. Anyway. Yeah, so she launched a collaboration and showed obviously the line of collection between Miu Miu, New Balance Tennis, and obviously herself. And there was a lot of conversation in terms of, do we feel like this is too much? Is it right on the nose? Is it a great collab? And I want to know what you guys think. Like, how do you feel about the collaboration itself?
As a general fan of Coco Gauff and what she does, I can never hate wherever she's a part of.
She can never do wrong in my eyes.
She cannot. She is literally like, I feel like my parents when they were watching Serena Williams.
Right.
You know?
I feel like my parents when they're talking about Diana.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
She can never do it. No wrong in my eyes.
Yeah. The Miu Miu shoes are not my favorite, but I hope she likes them.
Cool. So
You
my
know?
friend got them.
Okay.
My guy.
Big up her.
No, him.
Oh,
Yeah, you heard my guy.
my guy's universal.
No.
Nah, but
It's
for
actually
him-
my guy.
Okay.
For him, it's gender based.
Facts.
Fair enough.
Yeah. My guy rocked them with a young Ismiyaki bottom and
Okay.
a shirt.
You're here
came
for it.
together still.
Fair enough.
Came together still. I can't lie.
Fair
I'm not
enough.
hating.
Fair enough. Fair
I'm not
enough.
hating, that's good
I feel like
for the
it's flat enough to dress up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, like even like bringing it into a lot of tennis. Obviously, we're seeing paddle take off.
Yeah.
We're seeing tennis kind of gain its allure again.
Yeah.
I feel like they're playing a good game.
100%.
And tennis is an expensive sport, naturally. Miu Miu is a luxury brand.
It just works.
Coco Gauff is establishing herself as
She's a
a
luxury
real
tennis player.
powerhouse. And
Yeah.
like, you know, like you said, that kind of luxury aesthetic. So it's like everyone at the peak of their powers coming together. And that's why you can see at the end of the year, when you see the luxury power rankings, you don't feature them.
Yeah.
Because they're part of moments like this. And they
Yeah.
allow moments like this to happen. And for all our talk about, or all my talk, I'll say personally, I don't know about you guys, but all my talk about New Balance's apparel, I feel like they did really well here and execute quite nicely.
Yeah, like just looking at the actual tennis set that she's wearing, it is a very nice set.
Yeah.
Like I was so focused on the footwear that I didn't realize the whole apparel is very much like New Balance Miu Miu, and it works. It's cold. I'm here for it.
Yeah, man, they put some good stuff together.
I have to see, is it still available?
What, the apparel?
Yeah.
Alright, like that.
I'm not sure when it dropped. But yeah, it was a good thorough campaign, and they focused on different colours with the backgrounds to basically like roll it out. Also, Joe Fresh Goods has been involved in quite a lot of Coco story behind the scenes.
Oh yeah?
So it'll be interesting to hear when he decides to speak about it.
Yeah. On here, yeah.
Yeah, hey, on here, man. But Coco Gauff mentioned it in a conversation they did like a few months back. She was like,
where they were outside and
she was like, you guys don't know how much Joe does behind the scenes, but like Joe's a real powerhouse. Yeah. And hopefully soon we'll see kind of more about that. Obviously, he did a conversation with Complex, speaking about the agency he's building up. Obviously, Joe Grondin as well with his agency too. It's going to be really interesting to see like just how much they start moving as an entity because they are able to do what they do. And yeah, man, overall, Coco Gauff, Miu Miu, New Balance, it's got a tick in my eyes, man. I feel like it makes a lot of sense.
And if anyone wants to cop the collection, it will be available from September the 10th. So you have some time.
Have some time to suck up your coins.
Yep.
Ooh, that black pair is kind of... There's a black pair of Miu Miu signs.
Steady.
They're looking clean.
Mighty fine, mighty fine.
Quite clean. Aime and Dore recently launched their new silhouette.
Oh, yes.
In the spirit of new silhouettes, they launched their RC56.
Yes.
They actually did tease it in their previous campaign when they did the overall lookbook, where they were like going to different cities. Yeah. I think they went to like Brazil and then Italy. I think in the Brazil scene, they showed the RC56.
Fair enough.
And obviously now they've done like a bit of a more focused post on it. So it'll be really interesting to see how that translates to real life. The pictures in hand, they look tidy, I can't lie. Like, I feel like the crepe, it does allude itself, that's the wrong word. It links itself towards that high fashion kind of vibe again. In the nature of the Miu Miu, like low top shoe as well, it's kind of like that vibe, kind of flat, but this has a bit more like definition to it. Yeah. And again, it'll be interesting to see like how the rollout goes for that, and what the colors of the pairs are actually like. Because again, this is also in black and white at the moment. So I wonder if they'll launch the traditional green. I wonder if they go a bit different.
A green and cream would look nice, man. I'm not gonna lie.
So, hey, we'll see what happens.
Be here for it.
But yeah, again, clean crepe, and New Balance are not slowing down. They are slowly but surely plodding along, showing that slow and steady might just win you the race. It might just get you another 20% on your end of year earnings for a following year. That makes it 4 years in a row. Yeah. Serious rackades. That means they might reach 10 billion this year, because they won 7 billion last year. We'll see.
We'll see how it works.
We'll see how the valuation goes.
You know, I'm just thinking, cool. Maybe I jumped the gun in terms of what I wanted from New Balance with regards to Grey Day. Now watching this campaign, seeing it in black and white, basically seeing it in grey, as a thing where it's like the extra effort wasn't just from their from the outlets I would have wanted it from, as opposed to it being from the outlets that I should get it from. Get what I mean? Like collaborators now seeing ALD. If they have like a couple of people now dropping shoes and it's all in grey, then at the end I'm gonna be like, like it was layered. I respect it.
But you see, I think that's the problem with us. Because what does that mean for sales as a business?
I'm not talking about sales. This is not about business. This has nothing to do with business.
I think we have to admit, that everything we ask for and expect ultimately has to link back to business. So the things you're asking for from a creative front, it's like, what does that do on a money angle? But
I'm not talking about, I don't know what it's going to do on a money angle, but if they've done it already for the latest campaign they did in black and white, and now for a new silhouette with a collaborator they're doing in black and white, if this is a theme they're keeping going, I'm going to say, cool, I'm here for it.
Does that invoke a feeling in you?
That there's a continuation. It wasn't a thing where like we just did, Grey Day here, yay, like buy from us as a person.
Does that make you invest in the shoe?
Does it? It doesn't make me invest in the shoe, but it keeps the brand relevant in my head.
And that's the problem. Too much frilly toys.
No, but it's like no, but this is the thing though. This is the thing.
Not enough money is being spent.
No, but this I'm speaking as a person from the 3% in the sense where it's more than just, oh, I like it, oh, I'm gonna buy it. You know what I mean? Or like I'm not the general consumer that you can run an ad campaign on and then they will be like, yes, I like this shit, I'm gonna buy it. Like there's a lot more to it. Because
I hear that, but I feel like what you're trying to link together in terms of this Grey Day campaign, and now that you've seen it with Aime and Dore doing Grey, it's like, oh my gosh, actually they could be cooking something.
They could be.
Maybe the stove is off.
And if the stove is off, then I guess I'm gonna have some salmonella.
Also, for that to be the link that makes the stove on for you, it's like, damn, you're quite easily impressed.
I'm not easily impressed. Damn. I'm just saying. Listen. First of all, don't do that.
Michael's diagnosing you.
I like, but like, if I can see,
you're a victim.
I'm saying I can see a potential pattern.
Yeah.
That could then contradict my original thesis on the fact that it was a lazy, like not lazy, but it was just like we're gonna slap a video in grey, we're gonna change our logo grey, and then now everyone's gonna buy grey shoes, as opposed to now it being like we're pushing the theme.
What if this wasn't intentional? What if it just happened by chance?
Then it could have happened by chance. We will know at the end of the year. I'm saying if they continue this, bro, if they start dropping more videos and all in color and it's all in high def like 4K, then evidently it was intentional. It just so happened like the same creative agency did the same thing. They left the filter on and said, "Oh, that's cold, and let's keep going." What?
Customers.
I said customers. How
as if he's not.
Man has one conversation with Grondin and now all of a sudden,
man links him once in Paris.
Man called me a muggle blood, bro. I said like customers. I said customers.
No, but like I honestly I'm trying to see where A and B connects, and I don't see it.
It's okay. You don't have to see it. I'm overall. I just want to see what New Balance do this year.
Yeah, I hear it.
Great answer.
Fundamentally, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be interesting, man. I feel like they have done a lot of good stuff, and what the vibe I get from the way they approach things is just like, rather than trying to do the mad thing, it's just like a thing of let's add another brick to the wall and just keep building it, and not outpace ourselves trying to do something crazy. Like we don't have to do that. It doesn't add to us or detract from us in either way. So let's just play the game and see what's going on. But yeah, man. Eman, closing thoughts?
No, you guys. I love the dynamic that you two have had on this pod. So I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to witness greatness.
Cool.
He's happy that we didn't fizz it into touch a touch.
I would miscontrol the ball.
I did that too many times today.
I'm glad you noticed.
Hey man, you went there. What the heck? But yeah, guys, on that note, thank you for watching today's episode of The Stockroom.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you watching each and every time. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
In that order.
Also, in the description is links to our personal bios as well as The Stockroom socials. Make sure you tap in.
Tapping in is well overdue.
Right. And on that note, people,
it's well overdue.
Take it easy.
It's well overdue. Saying goodbye is well overdue.